The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
If you can't imagine the economy getting much, much stronger than this, the problem, it's all in your imagination.
The economy is not strong. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. The NASDAQ stocks are taking a big hit today again. They're down 320 points. Yesterday, when we saw the NASDAQ down and the Dow up, that's a real bad sign. Anytime you got to have the NASDAQ leading, and it's not leading. So, and remember, the NASDAQ's been leading since 2013. And it's amazing to see all these big tech stocks get hit. And if you remember in 2019, I said that. I said that it would be the big tech stocks that would get hit first. And
the crash will be caused by China, the FANG stocks. The crash will be caused by China, the FANG stocks.
That's right. China, troubles with China, and the FANG stocks, because they go one and one. And we got a lot of problems with China, because they want to take over Taiwan, because Taiwan has all the chips. And the FANG stocks right now are in big trouble. When you have inflation, remember, inflation is like to big tech stocks. It's like kryptonite to Superman. And the big investors are dumping their tech stocks faster than a speeding bullet. But here's the problem. And here's why the crash will happen. Same thing happened in dot-com days when I was there. The same people have no idea what they're doing. All they hear the same names. Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Google, Amazon. That's all they know. They haven't been in the market, and they're going to come running into this market like they're doing. And they're buying on credit. Our run rate right now is on credit, okay, is almost is $1 trillion run rate. We never see anything like this. People are borrowing money left and right. And what are they buying? They're buying the NASDAQ stocks because they know nothing about inflation. They have no idea what inflation does to NASDAQ stocks. Remember, anybody who is a professional buys the big tech stocks, okay, is when inflation is low. Inflation is low. They don't buy when inflation and yields are high. You buy when it's low. That's when, remember, big tech stocks are attractive in a very low inflation, low yield environment because you're buying, again, low price, low earnings. So that for the future, as they start running, they come higher and you make a profit. But when you're up here buying tech, you're coming in big tech because you don't know what you're doing. And they're telling you buy on the pullback, you don't know what you're doing, you are going to get so screwed. It's unbelievable. Because smart money doesn't buy in an environment of inflation and high yields. And that's what these people are doing. And you watch, all these stocks are getting hit today big time. The big tech stocks are all getting hit. Amazon, look at that, unbelievable. I mean, in the last 2 days, they fell from 3,540 a share down to 3,290 a share. That's Amazon. Google, taking a big bath, 2,440 a share down to 2,320 a share. I mean, these guys are all getting hit. Netflix, $554 down to $502. I mean, and the reason they're all taking a hit is because, again, Microsoft, here's Microsoft. Microsoft has dropped from about $263. Today it's down to $246. You haven't seen that. I mean, yeah, 7%. Apple, look at Apple, fell out of bed today. Actually, it started, 4 trading days ago, and it dropped from about $137 down to $127. Now, remember I told you, don't listen to the fake Business News Network when they tell you gold. Don't buy gold. Don't buy gold. Nobody wants gold anymore because the economy is booming. The economy is booming. Why would anybody need gold? Well, the question should be then, why is it that our country has more gold than almost any other country? Why are we hoarding gold? Why is India hoarding gold? Why are all the other countries hoarding gold if gold was not important? Are you kidding me? I mean, this is unbelievable. So again, what happened? I said, don't listen to them. The economy is not doing well. The economy is a bold-faced lie. I mean, the economy, the greatest economy ever is what they're telling us? What are you, nuts? Any economy can be great when the stock market and the economy is not put on life support, been on life support since 2008. What economy can't be great? It's all fake. After the 2008 crash, and for 13 years, the Federal Reserve has been propping up the stock market and the economy through enormous debt. $4 trillion in quantitative easing, $6.5 trillion to keep providing money for stock buybacks, $7 trillion to monetize debt, to go in and to buy debt from bad corporations going broke, to buy their bad debt so they don't go down. $10 trillion in stimulus under Biden alone in 100 days. Are you nuts? Think about that. $10 trillion. My God. That's a lot of money. In 100 days, $1 trillion. If you take dollar bills and stack them 67,000 miles up in the air, that's what $1 trillion is. 67,000 miles in space. Start stacking them. That's how much. $10 trillion in 100 days. What are you, nuts? Add Trump's to it when he just left office. That's $12 trillion. This is insane. Now, the big thing is, people don't understand, the cornerstone of our country in the stock market, okay, since 2013, okay, what's been leading has been the big tech. That's been leading since 2013. Big tech, people going nuts buying big tech, right? And the reason, because it was low yields, low inflation. When you have a low inflation market, low yield environment, low inflation environment, people are going to go buy big tech stocks, and that's what they were doing. But now that people are coming in, don't know what they're doing, or buying a margin, they're buying in a high inflation market, high inflation environment rather, and high yield environment. What are you, nuts? It's amazing. But the low inflation environment and low yield environment is what attracts investors to big tech. And it's over. It's over. And so the yields are going to continue to go up. Interest rates are going to go up. There's no question about it. Oh, they're saying, but, inflation's temporary. No, it's not. That's a lie. A rainstorm is temporary, not inflation. Inflation sticks, my friends. It sticks. It's unbelievable. And remember, everybody who's interested in Google and Amazon and all the big tech stocks, remember, you want to buy them at a discounted price. Professionals like myself, we buy them at a discounted price to get and discounted earnings today. That's what we want to buy now, discounted price, discounted earnings, so we can sell them in the future when prices are up and earnings are up. Why would we go in and buy now when the earnings are through the roof and prices are through? It's insane. But people are doing it. It's unbelievable. So inflation is not temporary, but they say it is. Know why they're doing that? Why they're saying it's temporary? Boy, is it deceitful. Really deceitful. And I'll talk about that when I come back. Look, you need to learn how to protect yourself with what's coming by shorting stocks, how to learn how to short. And we're doing a webinar this Saturday. Talk more about when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Look, this Saturday, from noon to 3 Eastern Time, I'm going to do a block of 3 hours. How do you make money selling a short? So easy, made so easy, anybody can do it. I'm telling you, that is your only defense against this inflation and what's coming. Look, do you think for 1 month, think about this. Never mind the fact that they're going to raise capital gains tax to 30 or 40%. Even if it's 30%, it's a disaster. They're going to be raising taxes on these corporations, which are going to leave our country like they did in the past years and go over to Ireland and other countries, and we lose jobs. I mean, it's brutal what's going to happen. And I'm telling you, when you have when they go in and say to you, we're going to tax you 40% or 30% on any investments you make, those gains you make, we want 40% of it. That's insane. That's insane. Who's going to invest in anything? Who's going to put up capital for somebody? I won't. That's what I used to do. I'm not going to. Why would I do that? And the government's going to come in and put their hand in my pocket and take 40%. You know, here's what's going on. They're setting you up. See, they're lying about this great economy because they're setting you up. They know that all this stimulus, all this inflation, they know they got to raise rates. Now, they're going to do everything they can to find a new crisis. Why do you think you got the president running around with a mask on his face outside? Remember, it's not just the president. It's the Federal Reserve that endorses masks. Remember, they got to have masks, and they got to have these vaccines. They got to have these social distancing to raise all this money, to get all this money. And if you take COVID away, there's no reason that we're printing all this money and all the giveaway programs and you know, we're paying people to stay home, and who's getting rich out of this? The top 1 percentile, the top 10 percentile, because they don't make money on wages. They make money on their investment. The Federal Reserve is going to try to find another crisis. They all of a sudden say we're ending lockdowns. They're going to find another crisis to try to justify keeping interest rates low, to try to justify more stimulus. It's not going to work. See, inflation, they can't control. They're saying inflation is temporary when it's not, because they want to hide what's coming, higher rates. There is no question. They can't control these rates. They can't. Remember, the Fed doesn't control the 10-year Treasury. That goes to auction. They don't control. They control the short-term rate, not the long-term rate. So we have tremendous inflation. Why do you? If we didn't have tremendous inflation, why do you think big tech stocks are crumbling? They're crumbling. So the most important thing for you to understand is, I've been through this before. You don't have to believe me. I see exactly what's going on now. Is exactly what happened during the dot-com days. The same exact thing. The same lying, the same setup, the same thing. But back then, remember, we didn't have QE. They know they have to stop QE. They got to at least taper it. They got to taper all this zero, print money, $250 billion a day. Go out and keep buying treasuries, keep interest rates down. They can't do it. They know it. They know it, but they don't want to tell you that. They can't keep rates at zero when inflation has a run rate of 11%, not the 2%, but 11%. With inflation going up the way it is, with the tax increases, with the capital gains increases, with this tremendous debt, I mean, remember, in 100 days, he blew through $10 trillion. And remember what $1 trillion is. Take $1, and if you do a stack 67,000 miles high, that's $1 trillion. This is insane. And people are going to lose their jobs. Look, I keep telling you, been on this earth for 75 years, I've been in the market more than 50 years. I've seen this before. The only thing is, you're not prepared. You weren't prepared in 1987. You weren't prepared in the dot-com crash. You weren't prepared in the housing crash. Are you prepared now? What are you going to do? Call your broker? What should I do? What should I do? Get some dope? He's not going to tell you to sell short. He's going to try to sell you more stock. He's going to tell you, hold on. Buy and hold. Buy and hold. Don't you want to have the freedom? If you think your stock is going down and you know it's going to go down, and you got that pit in your stomach, your stock's going down, don't you want to have the skill with just pushing a simple button that your position has changed to now you're making money when it goes down? I don't understand that. I shouldn't say that. For over 50, 60 years, they've been putting in your head, taking parking space in your head, the fake business network. Don't short, don't short, don't short. You lose everything, don't short. A bold-faced lie. They don't make money when you sell a stock short. When you bet a stock is going down, they don't make a commission. They don't make a commission. Just like when the ETFs first came out. Remember the ETFs first came out? CNBC was out there. Don't buy ETFs. Don't buy ETFs. Stay with single stocks. Stay with single. Don't buy ETFs. They're dangerous. Look where we are with ETFs. Everything's ETFs now. Everything's ETFs. 85% of you lose money because you don't know when to get out of the market. You don't even think about getting out of the market. You've been brainwashed to stay in the market when it's going down, and hope and pray. You do the actual hope and pray. Market's going down. I'm going to hope and pray it stops. You're going to hope and pray it stops. Please don't do that. Why don't you invest $75 in yourself for a block of 3 hours of what shorting is, how easy it is to do. They've been lying to you about shorting because they don't make commissions when you say, I want to sell a stock short. Only when you say, I want to buy a stock. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Sign up. It's only $75. Archive for 2 weeks, for heaven's sakes. If you can't make it.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money
because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, today, looking at the big tech stocks getting hammered and looking at gold going up. Remember, it was just the other day that they told you, don't worry about gold. It's going to go down because the economy's so great. Well, let me tell you, it's the big tech stocks going to take this whole economy down, this whole market. Because inflation is going to get worse. There's no question about it. Remember what else they do? And nobody tells you. They turn around and print all this money and give it to the biggest banks. Give it to Wall Street secretly. The Congress. I represent. They turn a blind eye to it. They know what's going on. And they print all this money and they give it to foreign banks. The foreign banks. I don't know if you recall, but when I forgot who it was, but asked Congress. Well, I can't remember his name. He was from Florida, I think. He asked Congress, where's all this money going? Where's all these billions going? He knew where it was going, to foreign banks. And Bernanke wouldn't admit it. He wouldn't admit it. So they hide it. So all this printing of money to foreign banks, that's inflationary to us. And the big fairy tale, we don't need to worry about debt or that we're spending more money than we take in or that our debt is outrunning our economic growth like 4 times. My God. If this was a Kentucky Derby, you'd bet on debt. You'd bet on debt, not on growth. These congressmen, let me tell you, just like they're so phony. Republicans are just as phony as Democrats. They're hypocrites too. The only time the Republicans claim to care about spending, that we're spending more than we take in, and complain about debt, is when a Democrat is a president. But when Republicans have a president, no problem. Nobody's going to take care of you. No one is going to help you. Nobody. I don't care if you're in a 401k. I don't care what. If you just learn how to switch your position, it's so simple. I don't know what I have to do. I have to go over your house, I guess. I'll just make appointments for the next 100,000 years, go over your houses and show you how you just push a button and boom. Now you're making money as the market's going down. Wouldn't that be nice that you're making money when the market's going down? Think about the pain you had in 1987. Think about the pain you had in the dot-coms. Think about the pain you had in the housing con. Think about the pain you had in February of 2020 when the market dropped 32% in 22 days. That was historic. Think of the pain you were in. And every time you called your broker, what should I do? What should I do? They try to convince you to stay in, right? Stay in. Stay in the tech stock. Stay in. They'll come back up. At the end of the day, it's over. You can't keep printing money forever. And we're getting close to that now. We're going to, I'm not saying this to scare you. We're going to experience a crisis, a market crash, and an economic crisis greater than the Great Depression. And you don't have to believe it. So he's just saying that he wants to fill up a seminar. It's almost filled. We only have 50 people. We're only taking 50 people. Okay, there's not that many people. We fill it up right away. So please go to my site, philsgang.com, and sign up at $75, and you get it for 2 weeks. You don't have to be there. But the crisis we're going to be heading into is the real crisis is the rejection of our dollar as a world reserve currency because it sucks. There's no value to our dollar. They're destroying it. So Congress is going to have to limit spending. It's going to have to limit spending. And you know what they're going to do too? They're going to start hiding cuts. They're going to start doing some cuts. But you know where they're really going to start cutting? Your Social Security, the Medicaid, Medicare. That's where they're going to cut. That's where they're going to cut. You watch and see. Look, gold, as I told you the other day, is a wonderful thing. I know you say, nobody cares about gold. You're old-fashioned. You're old. Okay, it's Bitcoin now. Bitcoin. Earth is Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Really, you think so? Then just tell me why all these countries are still hoarding gold. They're not hoarding Bitcoin. They know what's going to happen to the dollar. It's going to get crushed. And it's not going to be the reserve currency. I'm not saying it's going to happen when the market crashes through now in the fall. But a beautiful thing about learning how to short a stock, just think of the freedom you have in the market. Can you imagine when you can go and buy a stock in the market and you have the same skill of making money when a stock goes down as it does going up? That's the only difference. 85% of the people in the market lose money. They lose money. Isn't that silly? 85% of the people lose money because they don't know when to get out. And they don't, once they get out, why did you get out? Why don't you just change your position, for heaven's sakes? If you bought the stock, now sell it short. If you're getting out because you're convinced the stock is going down, what the hell are you doing going to buy another stock? Like, that stock's a bargain? If your stock went up 30%, you don't think that stock is going up 30%? Or 28%? Why are you going to buy these stocks that are overpriced? What are you, nuts? This is crazy. So again, we're almost filled. We have 50. That's all we're going to hold. And the reason we do 50, as I told you before, is because we used to do 100. And the problem is we're a small staff. And because we archive it for 2 weeks, that means we have a continuous flow of questions coming. And it's hard for us to handle 100 people with questions. Plus do all our other work. So we said, let's just do 50. I'd love to do 100, 200, 5. We could fill up 300. You think I'm kidding? Of course we can. You don't think we fill 50? And all we ask, when you start making money shorting and you got that control, and then the next thing you're going to learn, you stay with 5 stocks all year long. Make sure the 5 stocks are the most popular stocks. That the insurance companies have them, the 401ks have them, the banksters have them, Wall Street has them. As long as those stocks are the popular stocks, that's all you need. And now with the skill of shorting, you turn 5 into 10. And you take those and put them all in one basket. That's the key. Put your eggs all in one basket and watch those eggs. And then you'll start making money. You'll never make money in the market. That's why 85% of people lose money, because they don't know how to sell short. Well, we'll end that for you. Unbelievable. So Biden called for a $1.8 trillion spending package for families and education. Don't you love the way he does that? Everything's family, the children. In the meantime, we're all going to get screwed. So stop listening to the fake business news network. They've been misleading you. Those who are not professional investors. The fake narrative that inflation is temporary. You've been purchasing the same stocks over and over. Amazon, Google, Facebook, Netflix, Apple, Microsoft, over and over. And you're going to get caught. You are going to get caught unless you know how to sell short. 2021, the year we're in right now, second year in a row in which the federal debt exceeds gross GDP. Can you imagine? Our country debt exceeds what we have for output, what we make and output and sell. And you don't think that's bad? We're spending $2.3 trillion more than we take in. Something's got to give, and it's the stock market. So position yourself to sell short. And all I ask, if you start making money because you're selling short, please remember St. Jude and help St. Jude. God, and the energy stocks. Here's another thing. The other day they're telling you we're going to have this big boom. Well, wait a minute. Then how come these stocks that go with a boom aren't going up? How come they're going down? We'll talk about that when I get back, so you didn't get caught with those. Sign up for my webinar, and also remember, sign up for 10 days free gang membership.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020. Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, welcome back to Phil's Gang. Sign up for our webinar for Saturday. If you can't make it, that's fine because it's archived for 2 weeks. It's only $75. It's going to be a block of 3 hours. Myself and Steve are going to teach the easiest way to short a stock. Anybody can do it. You've got to be armed with that weapon. If you don't believe by passing this tax increase, especially capital gains, you think the market's just going, even without doing that, just where we are today, with the billions and billions and trillions they've been printing and propping, $10 trillion they borrowed in the last 100 days. That's insane. They keep propping up these banks. These banks are going to collapse again. They've been propping these banks up I just looked at it again today. It's $250 billion a day to keep these banks propped up. Because remember, they should have let these banks go down. G.W. Bush wouldn't let them go down. He should have let them crash. They kept only the strong banks. Now they're propping them up. $250 billion a day. Where's that come from? They borrow and they print. And that's killing our dollar. It's killing the purchasing power. You've got to learn how to short. Just think of the feeling when you can sit there and the market goes down. It's great the market's going down because stocks go down 10 times faster than they go up. You're going to love it because it works. Listen to this. Larry Kudlow, we finally found the cut in our archive. Remember when Varney said,
"Don't ever take investment advice from me. Don't ever take investment advice from me."
Remember that the other day? Well, that's what Kudlow should say. Here's Kudlow right before the biggest crash ever, the housing crash in 2007, March 2007. Here's what he said. There was no housing crash. He said, I don't see nothing.
Take a look at this, because this is where there'd be real pain. Delinquencies and foreclosures. We've got these charts. They'll be coming up in just one moment, because I don't see. All right, here's the loan delinquency rate. It is up slightly. This is courtesy of my pal Steve Leisner. It is up slightly. This is loan delinquencies on homes, essentially. But look, it's just nothing. And if we go to the next chart on foreclosures, we will see actually the foreclosure rates are still coming down from where they were 4 or 5 years ago.
I'd like to say he was lying, but he's not. He's stupid. He's a dope. He's a dope. He's a glad-hander. He's a genius at going out and just being a glad-hander. He knows everybody, pats everybody in the back. But he's a dope. And here he's telling you, now, listen what he's saying today. That was in 2007. Here we are in 2021. He hasn't changed. He's still a dope. He's a bigger dope. He's a super dope.
So the latest economic data continues to show that the U.S. economy is on fire.
All right. And then back then he said, too, no foreclosures. Now it's on fire?
So the latest economic data continues to show that the U.S. economy is on fire. Not the house is on fire. The U.S. economy is on fire. It's booming. And for many months, we've been pointing out the V-shaped recovery is firmly in place. So the latest economic...
Unbelievable. This is the same guy who got you nailed in the... He got fired. The same guy who said this.
Take a look at this, because this is where there'd be real pain. Delinquencies and foreclosures. We've got these charts. They'll be coming up in just one moment, because I don't see... All right, here's the loan delinquency rate. It is up slightly. This is courtesy of my pal, Steve Leisman.
And you're going to listen to Steve Leisman? These two? They are dangerous. These two? Kudlow and Leisman? Listen to Leisman.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
What are you nuts? Don't listen to these people. Look, a chart shows trend. When I tell you either to buy or sell a stock, it's about the trend. And when I tell you to short a stock, it's about the trend. It's easy. It's not hard. Look, join my gang for 10 days free. And you'll see. And the best thing to do, if you're investing right now, is learn how to change your position from a buy to sell short. What, are you going to listen to these guys? Varney and Kudlow and or Kramer? Kramer, remember, here's Kramer saying,
if you can't imagine the economy getting much stronger than this, the problem, it's all in your imagination.
He was the same guy. I can't remember the name of the bank now. He said, stay in that bank. Everybody says it's going to go down. Stay. I can't remember which bank it was. Stay in this bank. It's not going to go down. I guarantee you. And 2 days later, it went into bankruptcy. See, I don't claim to know what every stock is going to do, because I don't. But I claim to know how to build a chart to give you that tool where you no longer in the 85 percentile of losing money because you don't know when to get out. The most important thing is, when do I get out? And that is almost a guarantee with a color-coded chart. You got it for 10 days free. You'll see. You'll make your own mind. I'm not going to sell you. You'll see it. When do I get out? But now let's add to that. How many times you've been in the stock, say, I'm going to get out. I think the stock's going to go down. I'm going to get out. I think it's going to go down. Well, if you think it's going to go down, why would you get out and buy another stock that you think is going to go up? If you know your stock is going to go down, just think about the common sense of this. If you know your stock, for heaven's sakes, is going down and that's why you got out of it, what in the hell are you doing? Not staying and changing your position. Think about the common sense of this. I'm going to get out of the stock. I think it's going down. I've already made 15%. I'm going to get out. It's going to go down. Why wouldn't you change your position? That's all. I'm going to show you how to do it so easy, so simple with a color-coded chart. So easy. Now, here's another thing. They're telling us, and I said to you, when they're telling us now, the big boom is starting now. Wait a minute. The market has already gone up 92% after the crash of February to March 2020. It's already gone up. Oh, they changed the starting line? Oh, I see. They moved the starting line to the finish line, and now they're calling it the starting line. It's exactly what they're doing, because they're deceiving you. They're deceiving you. So, if this was a big boom, why wouldn't the airlines be going up? If it's a boom, people are getting their vaccines, they're going to go to fly around, right? Then why is it that JetBlue has been going down? It turned red. It turned red around $21 and it's still going down. So if you're in JetBlue, instead of saying to yourself, I'm getting out, I got to get out, it's going down, just change your position. Do you sell it short? So if it goes down, you're happy. But why are the airlines going down? Delta took another big hit today. Wouldn't you just love to have changed your position? No, you're holding on. And as it goes down, you're in a hope mode. I hope it stops. I hope it stops going down. I hope. If a stock goes down 10%, stock goes down 50%, you got to get 100% just to break even. Think about that. If your stock goes down 25%, just to break even, it's got to go up 25%. Think about that. So wouldn't it be easier if you know it's going to go down? Why would you stay with a stock that's going down, let's say 25%, and stay in it? Because you don't get your money back until it goes up more than 25%, actually, to break even. Instead, just position yourself short. Okay, let's take the cruise lines. Wouldn't cruise lines be going up? Wouldn't they all be going up? Now, a couple of them are mixed. Now we're starting to see a cruise line, Norwegian cruise line. Okay, it's been going sideways. It started to turn green. Not ready to buy yet. And today, it's a good stock. It looks good today. But CCL doesn't look good. It's mixed. Why are the casinos not going crazy? They're going down today. MGM's been going down. These stocks have all been going down. Why aren't the hotels going up? Like the Marriott and the Hyatt, why aren't they going up? And you ask my members, I've been saying to them, we got to watch these, and we got to watch oil. We got to watch the oil stocks, because if the economy's going to break out and go crazy, these got to go up, but they haven't been. Look, join my gang today, free for 10 days, and also sign up. Okay, you don't have to be a member. Sign up for my this Saturday, May 8th, for 3 hours, a webinar on how to short.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.